The Trump administration is proposing a rule for federal employees to sign non-disclosure agreements, or NDAs. A draft notice from the Office of Personnel Management said the NDAs would help protect confidential information. The agency cited a number of leaks, including the personal information of thousands of active duty ICE agents. The Trump administration has already implemented some NDAs for employees, including last year at Veterans Affairs, when the department required senior officials working on its mass layoff plan to sign non-disclosures. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson joins us now for this segment. So can the federal government dictate the speech of its employees?
So this is going to be the answer for a lot of questions about, is this permissible under the Constitution? And the answer is it depends. So we know that it's very different when it comes to a private employer saying, here's what you can and can't talk about, versus a public employer, the government, because the First Amendment only protects against government action. It's not a First Amendment issue if a private employer says, we don't want you to talk about X, Y, Z. Now, in terms of can the federal government dictate the terms, the answer is in some circumstances. So if there are national security issues, if there are privacy concerns, if there are other good, legitimate reasons, then yes. But what you can't do is cross that line, and that is a bit of a line drawn in the sand on a windy day, cross that line into protected speech. And that's where that's where the federal government really has to be careful.
Who has drawn that line in the sand? Who sets the rules and regulations for government employees?
So in the first instance, it's the federal government or the state government or a local government as the employer. They say, here are the terms of the employment. It's a contract like other contracts. And by virtue of you being able to handle classified documents or look at issues related to national security concerns or other privacy concerns, we don't want you to talk about these issues. But then the final answer, as always, if there is some sort of challenge, it would be in the hands of judges. And that's why you do see some cases that go all the way up to the Supreme Court dealing with whether or not any level of government can say to an employee, you can talk about A, but you can't talk about B.
What about whistleblowers? Are those protections different?
Those protections are different. We have congressional statutes and other statutes that say we want to protect whistleblowers. We want people to be able to say, I see waste or fraud or malfeasance in my employer, and I'm worried that if I say something, I'll be retaliated against. We want people to be able to speak freely about those issues, and therefore any NDA cannot invade whistleblower protection. And this proposed NDA, the proposal of what the NDAs might look like, includes a carve out for whistleblower protection, as it has to.
All right, Jessica Levinson, thank you.